we're going to move you here. Yeah, that's better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live. So moving and living in Jamaica or even traveling to Jamaica is one of the biggest concerns for anybody in Jamaica. And a lot of people have asked me, Natalie, what did you do when you first got to Jamaica to keep yourself safe? Natalie, what do you continue to do while living in Jamaica? So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be talking about the top 5 safety tips that I did once I moved to Jamaica, but also the things that I continually do to keep safe, which are part of these 5 top safety tips. And I'm going to be walking you through some of the things that you can do, how you can do it, and what you need to be careful of as well. The second part of my video, I'm going to take you on a powerful juicing recipe. And this is a request from one of my viewers. Her name is, I just need to double check to make sure I get her name correct. It is Puckety Fairy. And she's a new subscriber. She stumbled on my channel and immediately hit subscribe. And she wanted to know if I could do a gut health recipe. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using 5 powerful ingredients. They're fresh and also frozen vegetables and fruits, and taking you through my journey and also explain to you the benefits of each of these ingredients. But before we move on to that, first things first, we're going to talk about the top 5 safety tips in regards to whether you're moving to Jamaica or whether you just want to visit and travel Jamaica. So first things first is you do need to blend in if you can. So when I'm talking about blending in, I'm talking about if you have your cell phone, try not to have your cell phone out everywhere. You know, try and kind of keep it in your pocket. And the reason why I say this is because I'm so used to having my cell phone on, having it out in the UK, but it's very different in regards to Jamaica. You don't see a lot of cell phones like the cell phones that you do have. And if you do, the one that you have, it is extremely expensive. And most people are like, but I need to be able to be in contact with people. I definitely understand that. So what I was experiencing the same thing. I was keeping my phone out and people were saying, stop doing that, Natalie. And so what I decided to do was, first thing, before I go out, I'll check my phone messages, I'll check my notifications, I'll check my emails, and then that's it. I'm not looking at my phone until I get home. Now, obviously, if you're taking transportation, it might take longer for you to be out. So I get that. But if you're in a restaurant or if you're in a supermarket or a place which you know seems very safe, quickly just check your phone if these messages or calls are super important or you can't, not be away from your phone for a long period of time. If you're driving and you have your own car, then you can just be in the car and just check your notifications or your phone calls. Something else that I really had to focus on is my accent. Now, it's very clear, everybody, that if you have a foreign accent, it's going to be obvious as soon as you open your mouth. And if you try and speak patois, it's not really going to be work, and people will know what you're doing. And they'll know that you're not. Okay? So it's really difficult in regards to, well, how am I supposed to blend in and not stick out with my accent? And for me, it was interesting trying to navigate that. I remember but I did get through it and I did start to get better at it. When I went on my first date with Mala 4 years ago this October, we went to St. Anne. We went to a place called Blue Lagoon. And is it Blue Lagoon? No, it's Blue Hole. Blue Hole. And when we got there, or in the area, we got a little bit lost and we needed to ask for directions. And I was driving my car. We needed to ask for directions. And so what did I do? I'm not asking nobody for no directions because of my accent and because I'm in an area that I'm not very familiar with. Until I get familiar with that area, then I'm going to bust my accent. I'm just going to speak. And so Mala spoke on our behalves and we found the direction. So think about when you're in places that you're not familiar and that you don't know, try not to speak if you don't have to. Now, obviously you're going to have to, but usually when I go somewhere for the first time, I'm usually going with a friend or a work colleague or a family member that happens to be Jamaican. And so they can chat and do whatever they need to do. And I'll just listen. When you're in groups of people or you're going out with friends and you don't know, just kind of assess and observe before you open start speaking. Somebody else had said to me when I was living here, well, Nat, also the clothes that you wear, they also make you stand out. I was like, what? The clothes that I wear, so what am I supposed to do? Just change the whole of my wardrobe, the whole wardrobe that I brought with me to Jamaica. Okay, there's another thing that you really should think about in regards to safety. You may not get a car straight away, and that's okay because I never did. That was partly because it was too expensive and I refused to pay. Then obviously I got on board of how expensive it was, but it was also partly because I wanted to get to know Jamaica. And so you'll be taking transportation if you decide that. So it's things like taxis, it's things like buses. Obviously, with buses, you have your Juta buses, and then you have the Chuka Ghetto buses, which will take you to from town to Mumbai in like an hour and a half. By the grace of God, you're like, oh my God, please don't kill me, right? Going fast. But then you have the government buses as well. But then you have taxis as well. So to keep safe, especially when, like for me, I took a lot of taxis, make sure you look out for taxis that are legal and they will have a red plate. All right. And sometimes even when they have a red plate, they're not really legal. Try not to, especially if you're unfamiliar territory, like the taxis will bib you. And, try not to go with them. Just keep walking till you get to a bus stop or till you get to a bus rest where people are waiting for a taxi. If you're going to be using taxis like for charters, now charters are typically taxis that you quote unquote rent. So it's like it's going to take you from A to B and they're going to wait for you and take you back to A, or A to B to C and then back to A, or you're going to need them for the whole day. Or for me, when I was living in Montego Bay, I didn't have my car. When I went food shopping, that's when I'd get a charter. Now, things like getting recommendations for charters or for taxis, ask your friends, ask your family members, ask work colleagues. Do you know of any taxis? Do you know of any charters? Because it keeps you safer, but it also makes sure that you're not spending too much money either because of your accent, right? And even when family and friends come and visit me in Jamaica, I do the same thing. I recommend who I know. I'm not trying to tell them, yeah, man, just, because I know what it was like for me. The third safety tip I would say is your friendship circle. Yeah, I'm going to talk the things. It's your friends. It's the friends that you're going to make in Jamaica. And this is because of your accent. And you have to be, unfortunately, very skeptical and cautious. Trust and verify who they are. If you're going to make friends, try and make friends where you work. Try and make friends you can do things online. Yes, there are social groups online that you can join and connect, expatriate groups. Try and make friends like your family can recommend, or you go out with your cousins or your aunts or your uncles or whatever, and you're out and you can meet people, but try and avoid, doing it just on a whim. Be strategic and be intentional and be cautious about it. I actually have a video where I talk about the struggles of trying to make friends and making friends in Jamaica and what I did to make friends in Montego Bay and Kingston. If you want to watch that video to find out a bit more about my lifestyle, but also about making friends in Jamaica, the link is in the description below. Let's go on to the next safety tip. I would say it is your gut feeling. So if you're in a place, if you're traveling somewhere, if you're with someone, or if you're going somewhere where it just doesn't feel right, it just doesn't look right. Like you might be in an area where there's not many escape routes. You might be in an area where there's way too much police, right? Or you could be in an area where it's just pitch black and you're like, where are the lights on the street corner? Yeah, you need to get yourself out of there. It might seem a bit weird, but it's just to be better to be safe than sorry. And I'd rather fight another day than try fight, and that's my last day. Now, when I think about that gut feeling, it's something that has served me very well. When I was younger, I used to go to things called Ordayas. Now, Ordayas in England, like South London, they're like festivals at Brockwell Park or Camberwell Green. And I remember being in these places, and when someone says fight, or when fight broke out and bottle get flung, the whole crowd goes that way. And you better run with the crowd, or if you drop, the crowd will run over you. And for me, And that was, at the time, it was a joke. It was jokes experience. But now when I look back on it, it's kind of traumatic because I could have lost my life. But why am I talking about that gut feeling? So living in Jamaica, I love going to festivals. I like Sunfest, or you've got Sting back in the day before, they stopped that. Or every year, Base Odyssey has their annual anniversary every August. And I tend to, when I can, book VIP. And it's not for the reasons that people might think, as the standard reasons are. They're really to do with, because I'm like that high. Well, no, I'm that high actually. That high. And I can't see over a lot of people. So, and then the further I move back, the less I can see and hear. And so that's one of the reasons why I go into VIP, because I'm closer and I can see everything. Also, it's that gut feeling, that traumatic experience when I was living in the UK and going to Camberwell Green and Brockall Park for all them dances and their festivals and all dayers. I'm not trying for the crowd to be going somewhere and then I have to be going that way. Back in the day, I was 16, 17 years old. I am not that age anymore. So those are some of the recent examples of, you could say, having that gut feeling. Do what you know feels right. Try and replicate what you do in the country that you used to live in where you can. Make Jamaica the right place and the right environment for you. I got a final tip for you, and this is around knowing your area, knowing where you live and knowing where you're going to go, like planning out your route. So you do have ChatGPT, yes. Where you can do your research, you can go, find out the address and the location. You've got Google Maps, if you're going to take a car, if you're going to walk, that's all there. That's wonderful. But I'm going to tell you, trust and verify, because there's been some situations when I'm being on GPS driving in my car and Google saying bus a left and there's no left to bus. Okay, apart from a gully. So you need to trust and verify and try and speak to a human being as well. So yes, I have all that research to know how to get there, the route, the map. But I also like to speak to friends, family, and work colleagues, because that helps me in trusting, in verifying what Google and ChatGPT said. But also my friends, my family will say, well, why are you going to that place? Do you know you can buy that there? Do you know you can go there to get that? Do you know there's a place that's nearer? Or why are you going so far into that area? So it's a great sort of check, a barometer check, to just double check that you're doing what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And try and see if they can actually come with you to go and shop for the first time, to go and pick up this piece of furniture, whatever it might be, so that you can feel comfortable, you can blend in, they can bust the patois for you in the Jamaican accent if they need to, you can familiarize yourself with the area, the people and things like that. Also, you don't have to do it once. You can do it 2 or 3 times until you get comfortable. And more than likely, your friends and family will say to your work colleagues will say, yeah, we're coming with you. That's what they'll say. And you can do, like I said, once or a few times. For me, it took me 2 years to go to downtown Kingston Market by myself. Yeah, I said that. Yep, I said that. I was going with Mala for 2 years because I just didn't feel comfortable and right. And then when I thought I was comfortable and right, Mala was like, no, you ain't ready. I felt so ashamed. So it really is in regards to the environment, who you're going with, and the people that care about you. They're going to give you great advice and great guidance, but it's up to you if you want to take these safety tips. It's really what you feel is right and what you think is right for you. So those are my 5 top safety tips. Blend in. Don't really use the accent. Try and keep your phone in your bag, in your purse or your bag. The second thing, transportation. If you're going to take taxis, make sure the taxis are legal. Try and go to a taxi rank to get your taxis. Ask recommendations. 3 is making friends. Be very, very, very careful how you make friends. And my YouTube video, link in the description, gives you a bit more information about my struggle and my accomplishments in making those friends. That gut feeling, trust it. And finally, make sure you do your research on where you're going and how you need to get there. You need to trust ChatGPT and Google and verify with your friends and with your family. So those are the 5 safety tips that I can give you. And this is really, my life and my experiences and me living in Jamaica. Yes, there's been some shocking experiences with the safety tips that I have to do, because if I didn't, I don't think I would be here having this conversation with you in my kitchen live streaming. But also, you know, there are other shocking experiences as well, like being a Jamaican citizen like me and being denied entry into Jamaica, and I'm a Jamaican citizen. If you want to know more about what happened, what I learned, and how did I get in the country, the link to the YouTube video is in the description below. I've talked about some shocking, probably, you know, questionable, concerning experiences in Jamaica, but as you know, I'm still here. I've been here 13 years, and there is a wonderful, amazing, beautiful side and perspective of Jamaica as well. And I wrote a blog as well as creating a YouTube video of the top 10 places that I've visited in Jamaica that you can visit safely as well. The links to everything is in the description below if you want to know more about the wonderful, awesome side of Jamaica. All of my blogs that I create are actually on my website as well, www.nataliesmithleadershipandtalentdevelopment.com. Okay, so before we move on to the next part of our live streaming, where I'm going to make you a powerful recipe and juice. Well, I'm going to make you a powerful juice with 5 ingredients. I'm going to head over to the chat just to see if there's any comments. Hello, sis, from another mother. Peace. Big up yourself, Isaiah. We've got Angela. Hey, Angela. We've got Tamika. Hey, Tamika. And Angela, who's at Passionoy Clubhouse. I know Angela, so that's why. In case you're wondering where is Angela, her YouTube handle is at Passionoy Clubhouse. She can't wait to come to visit Jamaica. I am so glad that you can't wait to come to visit Jamaica, Angela. You know, when you're ready, make sure that you link me, message me, so we can hopefully catch up, depending where you are on the island, and check out my video. I've got enough videos about Jamaica and my experiences in my channel to help you as you begin to plan your journey and visit. Okay, my lovelies, I am going to now get onto the next topic. So today, I'm going to be showing you a powerful gut health recipe, and I'm using 5 ingredients. Now, I'm doing this video because I am on a wellness journey and I want to share with you my wellness journey. But this specific recipe was from somebody called, and I keep forgetting her, it's the handle, it's not her name, but the handle is Puckety Fairy. So this is something that she asked if I could do. She's very focused on gut health. I love the fact that she'd stumbled on my channel, and from that she immediately subscribed. So big up yourself, and this is for you as well as everybody else that is watching the live or watching the replay. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking you through 5 ingredients that I'm going to be using, fresh and frozen tropical fruits and vegetables, and just talk to you a little bit about the benefits of each and my experience in juicing up the place. Woo! So give me a moment and I'm going to get ready. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, all right. So everybody on that's watching, I know that vegetables and fruits are the most healthiest things that you can eat, and there are a multitude of vitamins. And I'm going to do a little disclaimer here. Before I met Mela, which was 4 years ago in October, I did not know that fruits give you vitamins. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there for you so you can just marinate on what I just said. Now, because of that, like, I know that fruits and vegetables have these wonderful ingredients, but I'm not an expert, and I never will ever say that I'm a wellness expert. And so what I'm going to be doing, here are my photos, my pictures. Here are my, not my photo, my pictures. Here are some wonderful notes that I prepared earlier, because it's really important for me to make sure that whatever I'm showing you in regards to fruits and vegetables, that I get accurate the impact that it can have on us all. All right, you ready? So first things first, what do we have up next? We have Jamaican apple. All right. Sorry for that. We have Jamaican apple. Now this is frozen, and I'm going to pop it in there. Now Jamaican apple feeds, get it right, Jamaican apple feeds good bacteria, helps with digestion, and supports gut health. So we're going to be putting it in. And I'm going to come back and put them in. I want to go on to the next one first, and then I'll put it all in. Then we've got carrots. Now, these are frozen carrots. Now, you're probably thinking, why does the carrot look like that? So Mala had made carrot juice a couple of weeks ago. And I said to him, Mala, could you actually keep the pulp after you've taken out all the juice and put it into your, into this? And he said, yeah, sure. So from that, there was a lot. And so I froze it, and that's why it looks like this. It's the pulp from the carrot. Then we have ginger. So ginger, it soothes the stomach, it reduces bloating, and it helps with digestion. So I've had a very love-hate relationship with ginger. If you are Jamaican, have Jamaican parents, brought up in a Jamaican household, when you're not well, you drink. No, it's not ginger, it's garlic tea. Oh, that's too funny. I thought it was it's garlic tea it's garlic that I have a traumatic relationship with, not ginger. So ginger I'll be using, and again, it soothes the stomach, it reduces bloating, and it helps with digestion. And here's some that I prepared earlier that I'm all chopped up that I'm going to put in there. And what do we have next? So we have frozen pine. There we go. Frozen pine. Now this breaks down, reduces bloating, and supports digestion. I hope, Pakati at Fairy, this is all helpful for you in your wellness journey. Okay, and then finally we have papaya. There we go. Now, papaya, it helps with digestion as well. It reduces bloating and keeps your stomach happy. Let's be very clear. Yes, juicing can help with bloating, but there's so many more things that you need to kind of do to help with maybe your stomach. You can do, there's lots of exercises that you can do, like swimming. I know I do upper body and lower body hip, but that's nothing to do with the stomach, but I just recommended it as well. So yes, these things can help, but there are other things that can help with bloating and things like that, and having a more flatter stomach. I'm getting there. Got a little bit of time. Got a little bit more work to do, but I'm getting there. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put all the ingredients into here, as you can see. So let's start with the carrot, which we're going to put in like so. Now it's a bit frozen, so I'm going to have to make some, I may have to make some noise if it won't all fit in. And so I'm going to break this like this. There we go. And now it fits in a bit more. Sorry for the noise. And then we're going to put in the wonderful papaya. La 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 la. There's the papaya and papaya. And then we're coming to the Jamaican apple. La 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 la. I got a bit more carrot. Waste not, want not. Got to keep putting that carrot in. Keep putting that carrot in. And then we've got pineapple. We fondly call in Jamaica pine. All right. So I'm going to put all this in, and this was frozen pine. La 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 la. And then my ginger, and we just put it in. Now with the ginger, as I said, I don't use sugar, and with ginger, I found out that it's actually quite flavoring. So I do like ginger. Some restaurants that you go to that sell juices, my goodness, it feel like they put like, I don't know, like half a pound of ginger in there, because it's very, very strong. And I don't really like it like that. I like it subtle. All right, so we got that piece. Now, after I put all of my fruits and vegetables in here, as you can see, I will then add some water to it. Because, I want it to mix with something. Now, some people don't, but I do. So let's put it in like that. Let's probably put like half in, as you can see. All done. And then usually I put my blender on for several minutes. I'm using a Ninja blender. But for the sake of this live, and because I don't want your ears to melt and burn, and it's a little bit long, 5 minutes, I'm just going to put it on for a minute. So what I'm going to be asking you to do, you can either mute this while it's on for a minute, or if you don't mind, just keep it on. Don't mute it. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to pop in and just check if the chat to see if there are any comments. All right. Look at that. Normally when I'm juicing, it usually changes color as it's blending, but this has stayed a wonderful orange. Okay, now it's time to taste the goodness. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Let's do it. Wow. Man, amazing. And like, you know what? I've never used these ingredients before. And so I'm going through so many new feelings and sensations. So thank you very much for this request. Absolutely amazing. Now that we've done this, I just want to let you know that where I get these fruits and vegetables for me are really, really important. Like I can go to the supermarket, but I'm going to be paying a way lot more than if I went to the market, like downtown Kingston. And so I've got a video where I take you through my journey of buying my fruits and vegetables buying my fruits and vegetables going downtown Kingston. I've also created a blog as well, which you can check out over my website, all the links and descriptions. Now, I believe that what you put into your body really helps you. Your body is your temple. And when I've gone on this journey of fruits and vegetables and juicing my fruits and vegetables, so much has changed for me in my mindset, how I think, how I feel, what I do. Like my skin is so much more clearer and it's glowing. Like I get so much energy from juicing. So if I'm at my desk working and I'm feeling a little bit sluggish, usually I'll go and make myself a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. Now, I do feel a certain way, but I know in no way feel how I feel when I go to the fridge and I get something like this. So when I get something like this, after drinking it, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm on fire. Let's do this. So it's a very, very different feeling. It's like my whole body is exploding. Like all the cells in my body are just like coming alive. It's absolutely amazing. It's like when you get like, maybe you might get withdrawal symptoms, or your body is like craving for sugar or craving for craving for sugar or tea or coffee or fizzy drinks. My body now craves for juices. I know when it's time for me to have my hit. And you know what, ladies, you know what, everybody, I'm all good in having a hit of this. There's another thing that I love about juicing. It allows me not to be hungry. Whatever time of the day I eat this, it's like I'm eating a full meal. If you think about it, it's fruits and vegetables made as a smoothie. So if I'm eating it at breakfast, oh my gosh, this is a wicked meal for me. If I'm eating it at lunch, drinking at lunch, same thing. Drinking at dinner, the same thing as well. I don't actually drink juices at a specific period of time. I drink it when my body wants it, and my body wants it a lot. And so finally, an addiction that's actually a win-win for me. Okay, everybody, we're coming to the end. I just wanted to let you know as well, I've done another video on another powerful juicing recipe, and that's going to drop this Saturday. If you had fun, that's going to drop next Saturday, a week from today. It's going to drop next Saturday. If you've had fun today Please feel free to like and hit subscribe. I go live every other Saturday. So I'm looking for topics. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I'll be checking them so that I can help to create more awesome videos on topics that you love, you like, and you want to hear. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just feeling all the carrots still in my mouth. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and check the chat again to see if there's any comments. Oh, thank you, Angela. I'm glad that you're going to hit me up when you eventually come to Jamaica. I'm not seeing any responses, so I'm going to take the lack of responses as you're all watching and you're nodding away and sipping the juice that you created today or the other day. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you love this video so much, even share it with family, friends, and work colleagues. Until next time, remember to learn, love, and live. Stay blessed.